Just look at this. No wonder we're getting so many messages and alerts from all of our lawyers and different legal teams. We've been threatened with so many lawsuits, and how can you really blame them? Look at this pathing. How the heck are you supposed to walk down here safely? I mean, look at this. Look at this. What if you had a stroller? What if you had a little stroller with a little baby in it? And you're just walking along, and all of a sudden the stroller slips out of your hands, and then whoosh! Off goes the baby. Off goes the baby, straight in with the manatees. And I mean, they're gentle creatures and all, but you just don't throw a baby in a tank with manatees. That's not how things are done, intern. That's just not how you do things. But I'm glad you're back. I have a little bit of news. We've been doing some administrative duties around the zoo, primarily because we're getting letters like this. Zookeeper Siri. After lengthy court battles, the matter of the sinkhole incident has finally been resolved. You'll be glad to know that although things look a little risky with that young girl's family, we were able to counter the lawsuit and settle things. Your intern was present at the proceedings, and their testimony for your quick reaction to the child's plight helped turn the tide. In the end, the original lawsuit was tossed aside, and the zoo has managed to get back $50,000 in court fees involved. Oh geez, that was a lot of money. I've already claimed my share, but you're free to use the rest. Just be sure to spend it wisely, like maybe fixing those paths so this doesn't happen again. Have a nice day. Your lawyer, Rowan Vandilak. It's never an exciting thing to get news from your lawyer. I mean, and don't get me wrong, Lawyer Vandilak is pretty good at what he does. But still, it was quite the wake-up call, intern. Quite the wake-up call. So we're going to be going around, trying to fix up some of the paths today. I've already been doing some other really interesting administrative duties that I'll show you real fast. Basically, I went through and I realized after our Habotus passed away, that also drove that home, because that was just tragic. That really hurt. But after that, I realized we needed to organize our zookeepers better. So I went through and I found every zookeeper, and I made sure that they didn't really have any areas that overlapped too much unless they were areas that take a lot of work to maintain. And each zookeeper now has a title, like Beluga Keeper Wang. I know that she works primarily in the beluga area, but she helps out with the dinos and takes care of the Caspian turtles too. But then we've also got, like Master Shark Keeper, Zawaski, who doesn't really have a lot to do right now. It's actually pretty easy to take care of these sharks. But she's in charge of the sharks. So that's one of the major tasks that we took on. I thought you were with me, and I was talking to you for like half an hour, but it turns out that actually it was just a small child following me around the zoo. Kind of amazing how I was a little oblivious to that till late in the game. But there you have it. But we also went around, and we realized that we needed to make proper zookeeper pathways behind all of the exhibits so that our zookeepers could actually access where they're supposed to go. First side that we tackled was over here at the Ancient Waters hallway. We tucked in to each of the aquariums. That was kind of fun because a lot of water came out when you like knock down those walls. And we put the filters in so that the filters are not in the way anymore. We also installed a pathway, which I think is quite nifty, and put in some fencing so that the guests can't just wander down here. This is a zookeeper only fence, so the zookeepers will use that fence to pop over here and do their work. And I'm very proud of our zookeeper that we have in with the ammonites right now, because the zookeeper who's in with the ammonites is actually tending to the ammonites, scrubbing them up, keeping them clean, giving them their eye medicine. I can't believe how fussy. I guess you just can't recreate prehistoric waters as easily as you hope you could, because those ammonites get eye infections all the time, and they constantly need scrubbed. But yeah, so those guys are taken care of. They're being healed left and right. Also, we have some good news. I realized that, yes, you were quite right, I have not put male fish into the tanks. I only put female fish into the tanks, including the jellyfish and the eel tank. So I tossed some males in there, and check it out. Our red parrotfish is already expecting. That's very exciting, and it's a quick pregnancy. She's gonna have babies before you know it. So that's going on. That's going quite well. I'm happy to report that we had our first visitor over to the jellyfish exhibit. She's still there. In fact, look at those guys. Oh my gosh, they're huge. They're huge and floating. Please remain within your tank. That is so going to make me put like a lid on top of you guys. But I have put some male jellyfish in there as well, since it was an entirely female tank. An oversight, definitely an oversight for lonely-hearted jellyfish. Definitely gonna make them a little bit of bachelorettes. Let's see. And this little girl's been having a good time. Her only complaint thus far has been the lack of trash cans, which is kind of amazing that that's her only complaint, considering there's also nowhere to sit, nowhere to eat. Looks like she threw her trash right there, even though we had trash can right there. Maybe she's just being a kid. I know the kids that I've always watched, my little cousins, in their book, that trash can's too far away. It's another planet, so of course you're just gonna throw it on the ground here. Because it's gonna magically disappear when an adult walks by anyway. It's like magic. But yes, so we have that to tend to. I've used up a bit of the money adding in the male and female fish. Look at this. I'm so proud of you. Ancient Waters Keeper Lloyd, you might get a promotion pretty soon if you keep up this hard work with our Ammonites. Oh, and then the other exciting news, intern, the other very exciting news, check this out. Oh, the great whites. The great whites are so popular. They're really receiving a ton of attention. No mating just yet. I haven't seen them attack the prey dummy yet either. But look at this crowd. Talk about amazing. I think that we actually need to consider replacing this little marine gift cart with a new gift store that we should put somewhere over here. So we might need to rearrange things. Not exactly sure where or how, but we might need to rearrange things over here. Oh, look. See, this is what I'm talking about. We're blocking paths by putting our filters there. Our poor zookeeper isn't going to be able to access that area as easily. I think she should be able to get in here. But you know what? I'm not sure. So let's make this a positive thing. Like absolutely positively positive that she'll be able to get over there. By moving these over. We've been pretty lackadaisy with how we've been doing our things thus far. And I'm not having any more of that. Oh, come on. Alright, and then all we have to do is move this other one right over here. Oh, hold still. Come on, intern. You can... Ah, there we go. Sometimes it is such a stubborn thing to grab that sledgehammer. Alright. And let's focus. You blinked. Can't blink that much, intern. Gotta stay focused. I know this can be a little bit dull, but these are very important administrative duties that are going to help us take better care of our zoo. Oh, and look how dirty that filter is. Ugh. I think we definitely need a secondary filter. Oh, come on, stop being fussy. There we go. Definitely need a secondary filter for this tank as well. Let's see. Let's just pile it like that. There we go. Alright, and so we want to make it nice and easy for our shark keeper to come down here. I think that it's okay that she won't be able to wiggle this way. Because we don't... I mean, look how popular the great white sharks exhibit is. We definitely probably need to make some scooching movements. Like maybe we'll take this corner out now that it's this giant thing and make this into like a gift shop area, because I think that a gift shop right here would be a very popular choice with the great whites, you know? So we'll work on that in just a second, but what I really want... Alright, we want to make sure that we don't have any incidents. No incidents involved. None allowed. Of children climbing back here, so we're going to go ahead and put a gate there to keep them from entering into this zone. And then, oops, there we go. Ha! There we are. Alright, do you have the tile? Let's lay down the tile so that this is a nice, it's just respectful to our zookeepers to make it easy for them to get down here, you know? So we'll do that. That should be good. Alright, and you're gonna think I'm silly, intern? You're gonna think I'm so silly, I know. But I can't stick that there. Okay. We're gonna go ahead, put some grass here because it makes me happy. There, that makes me very happy. And then we'll put like a little tree, just a little tree. There's room for it. And if there's room for a tree, then darn it, I'm having some sort of tree or something here. Just a little thing. Just a little thing for a little bit of decoration. I mean, if I was the zookeeper who had to pop back here, I would want it to look a little bit nice. You know what I mean? Don't want it to be a... nope, it gets too close. There we go, small tree fern. I don't want it to be all boring and just devoid of anything beautiful. I need greenery, even if there's this giant green hedge. That's not my point, intern. Giant green hedge doesn't matter. Have to have some other things. African violets. It's every inch of the zoo that matters. You think that those people who come and review zoos only look at the exhibits? No. They're looking at the parking lot and making sure there's no trash there. They're peeking into all the little crevices. They even, I've heard, and the ethics of this is questionable, but they even root around a little bit inside of our like file drawers. Not so much to see what we've got going on, as much as it is to see how organized we are. Alright, a little bit of gamba grass. Just cause it makes me happy. There we go. There. And then back here, we'll probably block this entire area off. Because she doesn't really need to come over here, but we'll just leave that alone for now. Alright, and how are our filters over here? Yeah, these filters should be fine, because they're hooked up like that. So that's good. And the pathways are such a mess in some of these areas. I'm going to have to clean them up. Now, where are our dolphin filters? I'm trying to remember. Oh yeah, they're right here. Ew, our guests might be able to see those. We don't want that. Let's see, come here. Can I hide you? Like that? Yeah, I can. Though then we can't reach it, so I guess that's just gonna have to... How are we gonna solve this? Can't really do that, because that's where people go walking. Can't really do that. I wonder if we can gently... Because do we even have a filter set up on this one? Over there, out in the open. That's just not gonna work, so maybe we can carve it out right here. Maybe we can carve it out right here and get that area. And kind of like this. It's behind the bathroom, so I don't think anyone's gonna really look at this. So let's just go ahead. One here. And then 1, 2, I think 3 is actually what we're gonna need. But not 3 over. Come on, stop it. No! No, I think there's a dolphin there. Oh no. Baby dolphin, hang on. I'm getting that. There we go. Okay, there. Alright, let's see. Come on. Jeez, it's so hard to work with once it's already in the water. There, that should be good. Alright, now stand back, intern, because a lot of water comes rushing out when you knock these things down. Whoosh. There we go. Then right here. Very careful. Very, very careful. Whenever you use a sledgehammer next to an aquarium, please use the utmost caution. Okay, whoops. Alright, come here. Why are you being so stubborn? Oh. There, now we got it. Alright, let's go ahead and smooth this area out. Let's make it nice and flat. Come here. There. Now we have room to be able to put our filters in places that we can reach them too. See, a little bit of administrative duties, like I said, not as fun as we can normally get away with doing stuff, but it's kind of a wake-up call when your lawyer sends you reports and then you have like your animals dying. That's never good. That's never a good thing. Now what's going on here? Okay, there we go. Got that set up. Whoops. Wow, there's a lot of water filters here. I didn't know that. Okay, hang on. I'm trying to double install these can get a little tricky sometimes. There we go. So now we've got those double installed. Whoops. Still visible to our guests. I wonder if we made that more of an eyesore without meaning to. Let's hide a tree. Let's hide it behind a tree. There. Now you guys can't see anything. No. Just pretend it's not there, please. But yeah, there's just a lot of those little duties that we need to run around. The eel exhibit is taken care of. It's got its filters on. See, and then, I mean, just look at this mess. This mess we have to take care of. There's filters just sticking out. I mean, what if a little kid decided to go and mess with our water filters? That is a safety hazard. That is a definite safety hazard. We're gonna have to tend to that. This whole area is just chaotically messy, and why, Elsa, are you trying to make a grand escape for it? Stay inside your exhibit, ma'am. Oh my gosh, I don't even know what that's about. I think we need to spruce this side of the zoo up. There's no guest. There's not a single guest. That's a zookeeper, so there's literally not a single guest on this side. So it might be time to spruce this side of the zoo up majorly. I don't even see anybody in here except a couple manta rays and our eels and a turtle. 1 turtle. 2 turtles. Jeez. So we're definitely going to have to spruce up, put something really interesting in here. I love the Hawaiian monk seals personally, but you know, you got to keep it fresh. But then again, who would want to come over here when you're going to break an ankle? Really, look at this. Look at this. No. Let's get rid of the seahorse exhibit for now. We'll install something there later. Oh my gosh. I think it might be time to reconsider how everything is laid out over here. It really might be time. I think we're gonna have to trim away. I'm trying to figure out just how, but we're definitely gonna have to trim away at some of these aquariums And now that we're more skilled at how to build our aquariums for our animals, I know that we can probably make some of these a little bit smaller, not much, but just a little bit to give us more area to actually make our guests comfortable. And making our guests comfortable is important. So really, when I'm looking at the horrible pathways over here, I cannot blame them for not showing up on this side of the zoo. Oh my gosh. No way. Yep. I think it's time to update some of the exhibits over here. So what do you think we should put in here, intern? Let me know. Let's glance at our catalog together real fast to see what kind of animals we've got. Okay, let's see. Well, we definitely are going to start doing like our coastal animals, but that's going to be more up. Like maybe we can move the otters because we want this. Well, no, there's plenty of room. This entire area is going to be turned into islands, and we're going to have our coastal area up there. Let's see. Like our betta fish and goldfish, I think we'll make a nice little exhibit, kind of like these. Maybe we'll make that like over here, like as a transition into this kind of stuff. So we can carve out this part of the manatee exhibit, probably release a few pods of manatees to the wild, and then put like a goldfish. Oh, because we have someone who's willing to help us out. It's actually a Tommy Aquascaping. The Tommy Aquascaping company is going to put an exhibit in for us. Well, really, they're giving us the plans and like the material and some money, and then we're going to put the exhibit in right about here. And I think if we keep with the flow from over here, that should be really nice. And I wonder, you know, I do have the permits now to let our peacocks roam free. So I wonder if we knock down like some of these and just let the peacocks walk around in this zone, if they would stick to kind of over here where the food and water and their roosts are. And then people, like we could just put a roost over here and people can just walk by this little tropical spot and have all the peacocks going around. Because our eel was such a popular exhibit when we first got our eel, and now we have a male and female. So yeah, we might redo this whole zone. So that the peacocks can walk around and that there is a goldfish, betta fish, aquascaped exhibit right here. Maybe leading up to more of a mangrove feel, because we no longer have the rockhopper penguins, though we do have the turtles in here, don't we? Right? Geez, even our turtle numbers are starting to go down. Do you remember when we had like turtle 201 born? That was a lot of turtles. Alright, what else do we have in here? See, these are the administrative duties that you're starting to help take on, intern. And your contributions. Chicken! Okay, no, this is not the place to put a chicken. As much as I love chickens, this is not the kind of place that we're gonna put a chicken. Ooh, what about the river dolphin? I think we have, I wonder if that's a desert river dolphin. I wonder if we have like a Amazonian river dolphin somewhere. I bet we could find one. I bet we could definitely find one. So we might put a river dolphin over here. I think that would be a lot of fun. I'll have to look into that, see if there's such a thing that we could adopt. Oh, I thought it was a capybara. Man, if there was a capybara, it would be going in here in a heartbeat. If I find a capybara in here, it's in here. Same with kiwi. If I can find a capybara or a kiwi, it is in here. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. There's macaws, super rare birds. There's our little lionhead, our little goldfish. We're definitely going to build a beautiful pond for them. Anything else? And the blackmores. I like blackmore goldfish, actually. I think they're pretty cool looking. Let's see. Porpoise. What are you? The harbor porpoise. I do think that the spotted eagle ray is absolutely beautiful. I would love to add it in. Let's see, maybe we'll put a few of those in the reef tank that we have down here with the Hawaiian monk seals. We just kind of need to redo this whole area, so I am open to any and all ideas that you have in turn. There it is! The pelagic sea snake! Oh my gosh, a sea snake! Yeah. We definitely, tell me about yourself, sea snake. I thought that you might be here, but, the yellow-bellied sea snake is a species of sea snake found in tropical ocean waters around the world. Most widely distributed sea snake, capable of living and giving birth entirely in the open sea. It's found in all coastal waters along the rim of the Pacific Ocean, except Alaska, to the southern California zone, to the Indian zone, Persian Ocean. It is also the only sea snake to have reached the Hawaiian Islands. Oh man, that is so awesome. They are helpless on land. Wow. Breed in warm waters. Oh man, should we put a sea snake over here? I think that'd be cool. We could have a little sea snake spot. Not like next, well, maybe not right next to the eels, because I don't want people mixing up the eels and the sea snakes. You know what I mean? But maybe we could carve out like its own little spot right here and just have like one of our smaller exhibits like we have for our jellyfish. I have to figure out what to do with the seals. They keep climbing in. I thought the peacocks might climb into the seal tank, but actually it's the other way around. The seals are climbing into the peacock exhibit. So we're gonna have to fix that. That whole thing just needs tended to. So I'm gonna take care of that too, intern. Have to make sure we have enough of our rockhopper penguins. I think we should be able to wiggle out enough from this lawsuit settlement that we had that I should be able to get a few more rockhopper penguins to keep this area lively. But then again, I don't blame everyone for flocking over to where the great whites are, because that's pretty exciting. But yeah, still a lot of work to do. Still kind of messy. I'm going to sit down and try to talk with some of our oh my gosh, this place is a mess. I'm going to try to talk with some of our people about fixing these pathways. But I think a big part of that will probably be taking apart some of these aquariums and redoing them and redoing the area. So you let me know what you think you want to work on over here. And until you come up with a few answers, I'll also work on some of the other spots too. We'll work on some of the other spots while you think about it as well. Okay, and before we go, intern, why don't we come over here? And because it's a good idea, I definitely think it's a good idea, let's come down and put in the, like this is going to be a little interesting. I'm going to come in here and just kind of gently, pardon me, excuse me, sorry, don't mean to take out so much of your stuff, I apologize. I'll add more, trust me, I love kelp. You don't need to be concerned. There will be plenty of kelp and rocks and things added later. Alright. Take this spot. Come here. Come on, wall. Jeez, these are so hard to put underwater sometimes. No one ever told me that I'd be doing underwater construction. That wasn't exactly part of the resume. Alright, and let's take this down. There we go. Because I definitely think that with all the people over here for the Great White, it would be remiss of us not to add, there's that, a new gift shop. Alright, so we're going to put in another treasure trove right over here. Oops, I took out a little more than we needed, but that's okay. We can give it its own little walkway with some plants and things to make it more under the sea-y. Let's see. That's good. We're going to put down a hedge fence to separate it from the bathroom area, because that makes me happy. There's that. Ooh, and that's a perfect place to sneak the ATM, isn't it? Put the ATM right here, right outside the gift shop. Perfection. That's exactly where you should put an ATM. Oops. No, intern. That's not where we want the path. There we go. Path leading into... come on. If you're going to be like that, honestly. No! Okay, and then can I sneak any of our plants in there? I really want some java ferns. Just to... let's see, can I get you in here without... Oh good, I can. Without causing problems for the shark tank. And what about over here? Oh, come on. Almost, just a little bit there. There. You know what? That's perfect. That's perfection. And I'll try to add in some more flowers. Do we have any easy flowers that I could toss in there? Well, we are kind of sticking with the theme, aren't we? Okay. Almost done, intern. Just one last little chunk. Up. Down. There we go. Aw, yeah. That completes it. Now I'm happy. Alright, so there we go. And now we'll let everybody mess around with the sharks and hopefully utilize Treasure Trove 2. So this will be Treasure Trove 2. There we go. And hopefully they'll head straight over here. Because you guys want... Oh, good. Look at everyone donating. Everyone's flocking to the donation boxes, flocking to the lines. I think that this is going to work out wonderfully. And the turtle is pregnant. That makes me happy. Alright, intern, you let me know what you think we should do at the other side of the zoo, because we're totally going to revamp everything and keep working hard. I think that I'm going to get ready to work on a few more of the path problems and possibly some more of the shark areas. And take care of Ammonite 4 because it's sick. So I will see you later, intern. Bye-bye.